Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our movie class. Today we will speak about fantastic movie by James Cameron. It's called Avatar. It's pretty old now. It's a big surprise for me because looks like I watched it just a few months ago, but no, it's from 2009, right? 2009, yes. So 10 years passed. 10 years passed, and we still don't have Avatar 2. Well, how it happened? So let's start from this guy, maybe. What do we know about James Cameron? Gerard, do you know something?
Yes, James Cameron directed many movies, like Terminator, the most famous. Abyss, I don't know, many action movies.
So we can say, can we say just kind of a cult? Cool. What's the word for that? Cool. Let me write it. I don't know how to pronounce this.
Cult movies? Yeah, cult. Yeah.
Cult.
Cult. Okay, because whatever he does, it's always a good result. Yeah, and this Avatar was in 3D, right? It was not new technology, but it was the movie that was like 3D first. They I forgot the word again. Positioning, right? Is it the word? They let me write again. Positioning. How to say it?
Positioning.
Yeah, so positioning this movie like a 3D first. So don't watch it in 2D if you can do it in 3D. So because some tricks, some lines were especially refined for this 3D. I couldn't find I could not find it, but it was what I read in James Cameron interview. So let's start from the story itself. From the story, what is happening here? Do we have a volunteer to start? Jürgen, would you like?
I can try.
Please.
They are in cryosleep for 5 years, and they are going to Pandora to find this rock, very valuable, and they are not so good at it.
Okay, so it's near future or distant future. What do you think? Looks like kind of between, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say distant future.
So
We're going to another moon, right? Another planet, another moon.
Yeah. And hello, Diana. We have a full house today. I'm very, very, very excited of that. Yeah. So we just started to retell the story. So let me summarize the beginning. So it's a distant future, and it looks like humankind is very powerful nation now. They can go to other planets, to other worlds, to other galactics maybe, and they found some planet or maybe some planet system that contain some very rare and very precious mineral because it's, as I got it, because it denies the gravity or some special, or have some special relation with gravitation or something like this. So the name of the planet is Pandora, right? And it's not inhabitant, is it the word? Inhabitant planet. They have a life. Am I right?
Yep, it has an indigenous population.
Indigenous population. Okay. So the movie started from the point where we have some Grant, or what is the name for that? Some Grant on the earth who is dying from, I don't know, from what? From boredom, from nothing to do, right? Yes. And they said, your brother was killed or something, and you have the same genome, and you can save us. Let's go to Pandora and you will make his mission. Okay, what happened next? Sergey, would you like to continue the line, this story?
The next is they made the spatial station in the Pandora, and they wanted to find the raw materials like the energetic. I forgot the name. Titanium, platinum, maybe something.
Unobtainable, unobtainium.
Obtaining something energetic for the Earth, and they make the similar body for discovering this planet. The name is avatars. They used body of humans for connection with these avatars, and they manage this body for teaching these aborigines in this Pandora, and they wanted to share the English culture and the American culture for building relationships, and after that they wanted the platinum and pantanium, and they broke all.
Okay. So it looks like kind of two different actions in the same time, right? They have scientists on the board. They have some military coverage. Is it the word coverage? And in the same time, they have some miners or something like this, some industry workers who trying to mine this mineral. So scientists there just to investigate this dangerous, what's the word for this? Endangered, right? Population.
Indigenous
population.
Yeah.
Indigenous population, and make the life of military and miners easy, right? Just provide some tricks, provide some secrets, understand their culture. So they're like spies. Gerard, please, would you like to continue?
Yes, the people from the Earth use a trick. They have bodies like the natives, which are very big, I think like 10 feet or 12, between 10 and 12. And a pilot of the body connects with man with this body and can run and being almost like a native. Even they can talk with the natives. And the protagonist, the guy who is disabled. So his brother was a scientist. He's a military guy. So because he has the same genetic code that his brother, he can take his place.
Right, so because somehow these avatars connected to your genome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Vasans, would you like to continue?
No, Ivan, I forgot that I watched it a long time
don't worry.
ago. I forgot that.
Don't worry, we will tell. Diana, maybe you? Have you watched the movie? No? Yes? Don't know?
Not here?
Not here, okay. So, let's start. Diana? I can see that you're muted and I don't know what to do.
Hello, I'm just trying to talk and the connection is not the best. Okay, good.
So
yes, I watched the movie, but some time ago. Yeah, some time ago. So I don't remember all the details, but
hello.
Stop talking. Marzena is here, so and she didn't watch the movie.
Mama, you will have the camera.
She would enjoy the movie.
And you will have the camera.
Probably, I don't know. Too many military guys, I think. So, yeah, blue people were kind of cute. I like them.
Okay, so
but what happened next?
Yeah,
I don't
this guy
exactly remember.
reached the Pandora, right? What he found at the first. He found this brutal colonel and military group, and this
Yeah.
and this science team, and he kind of between them, right? He has sympathy with both parts, I think. Sergey, would you like to continue about the story?
Well, he was a military guy, so actually, I think that his first, well, he was thinking as a military guy. Yeah, that's why he felt close to Colonel or whoever he was. So, and he was ready to help his fellow military men. I don't know how to describe them. Yeah, just whatever mission it was, he felt kind of obliged to follow the orders. And yeah, that was before.
We call it brotherhood.
Yeah, brotherhood, and yeah, just, you know, military guys, they follow the orders. That's their true nature, as you will. Yeah, that was before. And yeah, even though his twin brother was a scientist, he felt really far from all that clever stuff. So he didn't know what to expect from them, and he didn't even know what his brother was doing. Yeah, he didn't know all the details of his work. So it was kind of new for him. So he just got acquainted with the scientists, and well, what happened next?
Okay, let's ask Gerard. Gerard, what happened next?
No, I think I see a parallelism between these guys and the way that the Spaniards took America, you know? A bunch of guys went to America and they deceived the natives. With only a bunch of guys, they deceived them and they took over the empires. So I think it's what the militaries want to do. They want to deceive the natives. The scientists are more worried about the environment and they want to do the things right. But I think the militaries don't care about that. They want to obtain the mineral and whatever it costs.
From my opinion, military don't worry about mineral itself too much. Their missions is different. Their missions is, you know, to protect all these engineers, all these miners. So they ask scientists, give us the easy way, right? If you can make some communication, if you can make some deal, just do it. Make our life simple, you know. We don't want the war. But if we are going to make a war, please find the weakness, find this Achilles heel. Achilles heel, yeah. Again, bring it to us so we can solve this task very easy. Teacher Lee, any comments? Would you like to say something?
No, you guys are covering it well.
Okay, Sergey, please continue.
Then the main character made this animals in the Pandora and Navy, and the main women characters made this main characters, and they
and we lost him, right?
Yes, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to continue? I know it's pretty long and complicated story with many lines, so we have to go through, you know, in some in some way. Sergey, we lost you for a moment from the I forgot from. Let's ask Teacher Lee. Teacher Lee, please.
I'll just give you a bare bones summary in case you missed the general thread. They discovered this planet called Pandora. I don't know if it's a moon or the planet itself. It has a rare mineral that they have some use for, but they didn't say how they used it. Maybe energy, I don't know.
Yes.
So they send a scientific expedition there to study the native population, to learn about them, to communicate with them, maybe to set up trade with them, peaceful trade. But the natives don't seem to want to interface with the humans. So the humans come up with the method of mixing alien DNA and human DNA to make an avatar, and they find a way to mentally synchronize with the avatar and control it. And they're trying to use an avatar to interface with the population, to speak their language, to gain their trust. So that's what the scientists are doing. They're trying to establish peaceful relations with the culture. The military is there to protect the scientists initially, I think. However, there's a mining corporation that is ruthless. They don't care about the population. They don't care about the environment. They just want to go there, rape the resources, and make lots of money. So they apparently have a deadline in 3 months or 1 year and 3 months. We're going to start mining. So that gives the scientists and the military kind of a deadline that they're working against before these bulldozers come in and start raping the resources by force. So Jason Sully, the hero, his brother was one of these original Avatar guys, and he died somehow. So the way they make the avatar and the mental connection is they have to have your DNA mixed with the avatar, the alien DNA. So because Jason was his brother's twin, his DNA matched the avatar. And because the avatar, to clone it and grow it is expensive, they didn't want to waste the avatar. So they got Jason Sully, a cripple in a wheelchair, to come to Pandora to work with that avatar to continue the scientific mission. So he starts doing that for Sigourney Weaver, the scientist lady. And then later, the colonel sees an opportunity to use Jason as a spy, an infiltrator. So he says, you get in there, learn everything about them, and tell us their weaknesses. Tell us how we can conquer them if we need to, if push comes to shove. So he started to do that. Initially, he had no problem, but eventually he fell in love and he gained respect for the aliens. And then he started feeling conflicted. Gee, I like these people. I want to help them. I want to preserve them. And yet my other guys, my military is trying to destroy them. So he started changing sides, and the colonel detected that near the end. So now he's trying to save the people save the aliens from his own race. So that's kind of the gist of the story.
Right.
I love the story. Thank you.
There is one important point that I noticed in the story, that for somehow we don't know why exactly, but it was said that yours, our original planet, needs this mineral bed. So it's it's like a question of life of the yours. It's not like just for money. These miners have to get this mineral to save the world. I mean, our planet.
Is that right? I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a sort of power, I think. It's like plutonium, but several times more powerful.
Okay.
No, I'm point that this society, the Pandora society, is very spiritual, and they are connected with nature and everything. It's the opposite of the Earthlings. That's all technology.
Yeah.
So I like that.
There are many. How said many opposite things in these lines, right? In the movie, and one of them it's this culture of Pandora Aborigines. They are close to nature. They feel something about trees. They can hear the nature, and this humans who believe in technologies, who have these tanks, mining machines, and so on.
And another thing, okay, the Sacred Tree. I want to talk about the Sacred Tree. That's the place where the mineral is, and it's the most important place for the people living there, for the natives.
They have some names, right? Like Navi or something.
Navi, I think. Yeah.
Is it a joke? Some special joke about Na'vi? It sounds like
so. Yeah.
Na'vi fleet to me. Okay, so it's sacred tree. It's the home tree, and we found later that it's living. It's not just a tree, right? It's some kind of complicated thing that has own mind and probably can interact with people, with creatures on this planet, and so on. And I forgot how it came to the point that military decided to destroy this tree. What happened? Why it became necessary?
I think first we should say that Sully, the protagonist, through a ceremony with the natives, merged his mind with the body of the avatar. So he becomes like a native. And then he helps the natives to protect them from the military.
Yeah, so he fell in love with a local girl, right? And the tribe of this local girl taught him a little bit to be a proper Navy or something like this. And after that, they bring him to their family. Now he is officially a member of this family, and probably not a private one, right? Because the girl was a special one. Teacher Lee, please.
Yeah, if you remember, the reason they destroyed the home tree, if you remember back on the ship, they had a hologram of the tree, and the richest mineral deposit on the planet was underneath that tree. So they had to destroy the tree to clear it away so they could get to the mineral deposit underneath. Unfortunately, the aliens lived in that tree. So that was an issue.
But it happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes we have, we have a joke about that on the Earth. Sometimes we joke that sometimes under the oil we have some countries. So it's a problem. So the same happens there. We have some mineral deposits, but under it we have some tribe.
Yeah.
So military attacked. This tribe counterattacked. It's a war, and who wins? So native tribe won that with help of Sully, right? Who is I don't know what is special about him. Why they win this war? Sergey, what do you think? How Sully, changed the balance?
Unfortunately, I saw the small version without the Sully story about new raw materials, and because earlier I remember about the plate about new raw materials in Scepter Titanium, and I think that now Navy have one, but it's not permanently. In 5 or 10 years, Ellen will return again. It's obvious.
Yeah, so they we can say they won a battle, but not the war, right? Yours people will return with new tanks, new machines.
Yeah.
And okay, I got this point. Yes, but let's speak about this romantic story. Leila, especially for you. Let me. Let me rephrase this. This romantic story again. So we have a military guy who his goal was to help our Yorks to survive. So he was like a soldier for us. His goal was to help us with this mineral, to save the Yorks. But he fell in love with this native girl, this blue big girl, and he now is a deserter. He forgot us. He started.
Yeah,
he started to fight against us. Against his brothers in arm, and what do you think? What should we think about him, about his behavior? Can we say it's normal because it's love, or it's
while Lee was talking about the details of the story, I remembered Ottoman Empire. You know, during some years, at those times, a lot of Ottoman empires fell in love with, different ladies and just lost the wars. And this reminds me of this, and I thought about it. But when I thought about the greediness of human beings, I think that guy who fell in love with the native girl is so normal because love shows him the right way.
Okay, but we are all doomed. All the Yours population are doomed now because this Sally fell in love with this. What's the name of this girl? I forgot.
Normal, Juan. Everybody can just fall in love with somebody. Okay. But the thing is that there is the greediness of the minors. If I'm wrong, correct me. Maybe this makes them see the reality. Because love is being emotional.
Yeah, Diana, answering your question, it was not just money. It's especially noticed in the movie. They said it's a question of surviving on the Earth. So we need to bring this mineral back because it's to save our people. Something like this. Vasants, please.
Yes, I think whatever he did is right because those aliens were they were natives of that planet and they were innocent. They did nothing harmful to the human, and we lost our resources because of our own mistakes, and we are trying to invade the other people, the other planet. So it is not fair. So I think what he did is right.
Okay, we got your point. Diana, what do you think?
Well, I actually didn't. I missed that thing that it was a life and death situation for Earth, because I thought at the very beginning we could see that there is life, there is still life on Earth, right? So it's not like in immediate danger or anything. People are living their lives on Earth, just going to the pubs, doing their normal things. Yeah, it is dirty. Yes, there are no trees, but as Vasant mentioned, it's only the fault of people who lived on this planet. Yes, they just destroyed the nature completely. So they invaded the new planet and were trying to deprive it of the, as we know later on in the story, of the necessary thing, the basic thing, yes, the mineral which provides the life on that planet. So they're trying to, to mine that. Yeah, just because. Yeah, okay.
Okay, a few things. First of all, Diana, you have the sync with sound again. It's intermittent. And another thing. Okay, it's maybe an unclear question about yours. Okay, we don't know exactly. If only I noticed it, maybe I got something wrong. But in any case, his brothers in arms, they got killed by this Navi tribe, because of this battle, and it's his brother. So he's a deserter in any mean. Teacher Lee, please.
A couple of things to mention here. Number one, if you remember at the end of the movie, after the humans were defeated, they were being marched back to the ship to leave the planet. And all the aliens were all around them. And the aliens were saying, go back to your dying planet. We don't want you here. So they did indicate at the end that Earth was dying for some reason. We don't know why. Second point is... go ahead.
I remember they were talking about the trees on Earth. There were no trees anymore because people destroyed everything. So the nature, it is dying because there is nothing left. Only, just dead cities with no grass, no trees, nothing like that. So of course it is dying. Yeah, but whose fault is that? Not this native tribe, that's for sure.
Okay.
This is the question.
Okay. The second thing to mention is you said that this mineral sustained this native's planet, Pandora. We really don't know that. They didn't indicate that this mineral served any purpose on Pandora, only that the mineral deposits were under the Tree of Life. Now, it may have used that as some kind of an energy source to keep the planet growing healthy, but it never really said that. So it's possible that if they had made a peaceful trade arrangement, then, you know, they could have traded the mineral to Earth for something else, but they really didn't want anything that Earth had. So trade wasn't really a viable solution for the aliens. The third thing I'd like to mention is, and Layla will enjoy this, when Jason initially became the Avatar and went into the jungle to meet the race and infiltrate with them and try to talk to them, he knew nothing about the planet. So he was bumbling around, making trouble, drawing predators to him. And the way that he met the girl was that he was using a light at nighttime, which attracted every predator on the planet. And he was just surrounded by 50 vicious killer cats. And when they attacked him, she had to step in from the background and save him from his own stupidity. And she hated him because it forced her to kill these animals of nature, and they don't kill for no reason, and she had to kill all these dangerous cats to save him. So she hated him for that. And she tried to leave him, and he kept tagging along behind her. He said, well, if I'm so stupid, you know, help me, you know. And so she took him back to the elders to discuss what to do with him. And for some reason, when they learned he was a warrior, he was honest in that regard. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior. They decided to have the girl train him in their ways so that he would understand their civilization better. And she hated that because she hated this guy, but she was forced to train the guy. So she starts training him and jumping through trees and doing all kind of weird things, riding wild dragon-like birds. And he has to kind of keep up. And at first he falls behind and he's clumsy and he's failing, but slowly he gets better until he becomes very good and learns their ways, learns their habits, he learns their skills, and he becomes very good. So eventually she falls in love with him. But what turned her emotions around was there's these little flying jellyfish things that move through the air. And they're called the seeds of Avar or something like that. They come from that tree of life, the home tree. And when he was talking to her and she was hating him and arguing with him, all these little jellyfish kind of floated around him. And she was awed by this because they are attracted to good souls.
Wow.
So when that happened, that changed her viewpoint of him. She said, wow, the planet recognizes this guy as having a good soul. I've never seen that before. So that's why she decided to take him back to her people to see what to do with him. And because of that, they felt like they should teach him their ways because the planet decided he had a good soul. So that's how he kind of got in with them.
Right. A little
Italy,
bit magic.
thank you.
The planet fell in love with him.
I think it's a little oxymoronic that what they need to solve the problem with Earth is a source of energy, because Earthlings are able to build a spaceship very powerful because to travel. And what's if the planet Earth is dying because ecological problems, you know, what source of energy would solve, you know? I think energy shouldn't be the problem.
But I think we can think about that, like, you know, just behind the story. You know, we don't know why, but we need something from this planet. Let's discuss the story now. You know, the author don't want to get us too much into details about that. Just we have a few rules, you know, few things, few axioms. Yours is dying. We need something from Pandora, and we got this thing. And we have to get this thing from Pandora. That's all what we have in the story. And these local tribes are against. So what happened? So Diana, when we went to conclusions that probably yours is dying because because of absence of this mineral. What do you think about this Sully now? Is he had he a moral right, to fall in love?
Oh. Moral right to have fall in love. Well, nobody has this right. It just happens, Ivan. Moral right. Well, I don't know.
But when usually I fell in love, in the bus, I usually embrace myself and put this out. And that's all.
Well, then you you should answer the question. You are the extraordinary human being. You can do that. You can actually just order yourself not to fall in love.
But he was told for that. He's well-disciplined, well-trained warrior. Just get it.
Well, probably okay. It all started with with the physical activity. When he gets on that planet, he is a cripple. He does not use his legs. Do you remember his euphoria? The first time he tries his new body and he uses his legs for the first time. He could not stop. He started jumping and jogging and running around. Yeah, I think that, he had this promise from the colonel that he will get new legs, after the mission is completed. So, but I think that even though he's a military guy, he does not trust the colonel that much. That's why he said, okay, I've got my new body. I'm free now. So, yeah.
But I think it was a simple equation, legs on one side and legs and girl on another side, So
yeah. So girl, yes. Girl, and she's pretty, If I were the blue guy, I would probably chase her as well.
Okay. So, Sergey, let me ask you in this case. So, what do you think? Who is a good guy in this story? Who's a bad guy? Colonel or Sully?
I think the bad guy, Colonel, because he uses bad methods. Maybe if he uses usual methods for the grown-up relationships with Navy, maybe he is good. But otherwise, I think that Sully is not ideal character because he was this planet, he was this relatives in the Earth as a bad. But the third wise, he fell in love with a girl. It's the heart. It's a hard Kuzma.
Sorry. So is a short cows?
Cows. Yep.
Okay. So he just cannot resist to that, right? Okay. And Sergey, I think your mic now, you use another internal mic now because your sound is changed somehow. Yeah, from headset to internal mic. I guess because we hear you different. Okay, so you don't support me in this case because it's very obvious for me that in this story Sully is a bad guy. He deserves to be punished because he changed his word. He changed his what was the word for the claim? What obey? I don't know what's the word for this. What military
order, military order, his mission.
Yes, his mission. But when we go to the military serve, you make some promise, right? That you will serve to this country or something like this. What is
military oath?
Pledge.
Oath or pledge? Yeah.
His military oath. Oh, he's a deserter. He.
Kind of a deserter. He really, I would use the word traitor more than deserter.
Okay.
Because he really betrayed Earth.
But Earth is dying.
Right, but he still betrayed Earth. He switched sides from the Earth side to the alien side. So
okay, can I ask you something? Forget the love romance part of it. Suddenly you realize that the people you supported are not good. They are greedy. They want some other people's land. What would you do?
Okay. Let me ask the same question to you, but in in different way. You are in military action, and all your partners are so complicated persons. They're starting to think: are we doing a good thing or not? Maybe we should just change the side and so on. Would you like that as being a part of this action?
You're asking.
I mean about I mean that they have to trust each other in this brotherhood. In this
but what I have concentrated on is not the love romance part of it. As you mentioned, these people are the natives, and this is their land, so they are the good people for me. If I betray my military, I don't know, army, I don't know. This is a difficult situation, Ivan. But there are good people. I don't want to hurt them.
Okay, let's start from Vasants. Vasants, please.
Yes, because the guy already lost his leg and he decided to accept that mission. And if you look at this way, then he has a gain because he has nothing to lose in his real life. So, and if he stays in his dream world, he has legs and he has a new life and he can do whatever. So I think it makes sense.
But you can extrapolate this. What if your enemy offer you some money? Should you change the side or not?
No.
It's the same thing. Okay, Gerard, please.
The thing is, those people, the militaries and the owners of the company, didn't want to wait to deal with the natives. They didn't care. It was, all of those scientists was a cover up to know the weaknesses from the natives. They didn't care about them. So I think the protagonists have some moral qualms, so moral scruples, because they are alive, they're intelligent people. So I think we should have that. That's not bad. If you are a soldier, that doesn't mean you have to do everything they ask you to do. Imagine so many times soldiers have raped people, have killed people. That's not good. Why? Because you are in the army, you have to do the same that your colleagues. If your moral principles tell you that that's not okay.
Okay, good point, Teacher Lee.
Something that's an interesting aspect of this movie is we're contrasting the humans against the aliens. The aliens are pretty clear. They're homogenous. They're one group. They're all kind and gentle. The humans, we're shown three sides of humanity. We're shown the greedy corporations that only care about money.
Yeah.
We're shown the military that only care about the mission.
Yeah.
The mission is to take that mineral no matter what. So if the aliens live or die, the military doesn't care because their mission is to get the mineral. And then we have the scientists. They are the kind part of humanity, the inquisitive minds that want to coexist. So we're seeing three different aspects of humanity against a nice, peaceful people. Now, when you doom the earth, you're not just dooming the greedy corporations and the cruel military, but you're dooming the kind people also. Yeah. We don't know what most of the earth is, but so it's a difficult moral decision for Jason to make.
Right, and I think that you know, I forgot the exact word how it was said, but he says, with legs or not, you are part of this team, you know, something like this. So he promised them that he will obey these rules, he will follow these rules. So it will be an easier story for me, at least, if he go to them and say, from this moment, officially, I'm not a part of your team. You know, something like this, you know, just a formal thing. I found that your principles are against mine, or something like this.
I think that there is another side to this story as well. So, you know, the more he spends time in his avatar body, you know, the less he remains that Sally, you know, that he was before. You know, he's learning the new traditions, he's learning the new language, he's learning the new ways, and he is becoming, you know, by the end of the story, he's more native than that old earthling. You know, he came to that planet. And in that, when you see this transformation, you realize that he couldn't have done differently, because he is really defending his own people by the end of the story. So, well.
So your point is it's not Sally anymore, right? It's two different.
It's not like different. He's more native, you know, aboriginal. How to say the word? I forgot.
Perhaps his human mind and the alien mind have somehow merged and kind of modified his.
That's right.
Soul,
Do you see?
yeah.
It is possible. It is possible under that tree. Do you remember that ceremony when you can kind of switch the bodies, right? You can. So in that state with two bodies, his mind had the ability to, you know,
intermingle.
Yes. Yeah. So actually, is he the same person with two bodies? Or how can you say so? And who, you know, just, is he the traitor? Who is the traitor? The blue guy or that guy who is lying in that machine? You know, it's a complicated thing. So it's
okay. I think we got to the point. So he's a traitor. It's more or less we agree on that. But is he justified or not? It's kind of a question, right?
Right.
So, but how it came that this colonel became a bad guy? You know, he is not a traitor, right? He is going to his duty. How it came that he was a bad guy just because he's against Sally? That's why.
Okay. I don't quite agree that he's a traitor. Do you think he had a choice in the first place? Could he say no to that mission? As far as I remember, he was just taken by those two guys after that fight in the bar. What was that? I probably do not remember the details. So
I think that I got it like he had a free will. He had a right to say no, it's not for me. But he has nothing to lose. From the yours. Because yours is dying, his life is miserable, and he can go somewhere and help someone. Gerard, please.
A parallelism, so you can understand that. You remember the Nazis. Many German officers didn't agree with the Nazis, with those policies, and they helped the way they could to prevent that from killing Jews and other things. And they didn't say, okay, I don't agree with you. What would have been the point of saying that? They would have been killed. So they helped the way they could because their moral principles were stronger than the country. You know, the Nazis' laws were supposed to be the country. So if you are a German, you must obey the Führer. You know. So now, when you see that, we think that they did the right choice.
Okay. You know, there is a joke in the internet that any argument at some point goes to the point when we mention Hitler and Nazi. So it's always happen because it's it's a black and white thing, you know. It's always, if you compare to Hitler, who will agree, who will, you know, against you, who will say no, they have their duty, you know, something. No, it's impossible. You just won by mentioning Hitler. So there is a rule in the internet: when you mention Hitler, you know, you lose the argument because you know it's out of rules.
Gerard, you won. You won. You were the first to mention Hitler.
But actually, it's lost. Okay, we have only 10 minutes. What, guys, would you like? We can go to this slides. Okay, let's go. Let's go, because it's pretty, what's the word for this? Vivid, right?
Yeah, very colorful world.
Blue is the color.
Yeah.
Dominant.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Sergey, please, let's start from you. What can you describe on this picture? You can read, you can describe from yourself, anyway.
I don't see the picture.
No? I think you have to see it instead of my avatar or something.
Yeah, must be his internet connection.
Jürgen wants to talk, I think. Yes, Jürgen?
Yeah, last picture with plants. Can you say they are illuminated or
Illuminated plants on the previous picture?
Yeah, we have a different picture now, so your screen's not updating. Okay.
Okay, I returned it back. So about this one, right? About these plants.
Yes.
what do you call the lights from the plants?
I would call it phosphorescence.
Okay.
From the metal phosphor.
Anything else on this picture, Jürgen?
You can see. Okay, go ahead.
You can see many trees and an avatar.
Yeah, and 2 moon at least, right?
Yeah.
A big planet.
Yeah, big planet and very strange, I would say. Like the nature is
Jupiter.
Georgians. Okay, let's go. Let's try another. Let's give another try. Sergey, can you see the picture now?
This is the ship, the astronaut ships with the special cabin, and we can see the heads-up display, the spatial display like the hologram, and the contour map display. I don't know what is map display. What's contour? Contour
map. We have it in school.
Yeah, I understand.
The shape of the land.
Instrument panel. This is the panel. This is the buttons for manage this ship, and the windshield. This is the glasses like the glasses of car.
Like in the car, yes. Okay, pretty good picture. You know, I would buy such a car. You know, with such instrument box, instrument panel. Looks fantastic. My car is quite simple than that. Okay, Diana, please, it's for you. You like this military guys?
Yes, I love that.
Take back Ukraine.
Okay. So there are actually, I liked those robots. Yeah. So with the, it's like a suit of armor, a huge robot, and there is the cabin over there, and I liked when the guy put on some gloves. Yes, with those. And he was able to move the hands of those and arms of these robot, in the very meticulously, very detailed way. It was cool. I liked that. Okay, so what is this VTOL aircraft? I thought it was like a helicopter, like a chopper over there.
Yeah, vertical takeoff and landing.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's a special thing.
We call them VTOL, yeah.
VTOL aircraft. Okay.
We have that technology.
Actually, I know. So there is but it looks like a helicopter to me.
Yeah,
There
it
is like
does.
blades
Yep.
on top of this thing, and
True sense.
obviously, yes, they let this aircraft to take off vertically, right up in the air. Cool. Okay, so we can see the back of Jake Sally. He's in the wheelchair, and there is the, do we call it rucksack? Sack?
In the military, we call it a duffel bag.
Duffel bag. Okay. So duffel bag, we can see two soldiers with machine guns, right? What else?
Rifles, maybe. Machine guns.
Well, rifles. Do we call them rifles?
I don't know.
Rifles is okay. Either pistols or rifles. Yeah.
Well, okay. Okay. And there is, what is it, like a building in the background? It's like, I don't remember what kind of building was it.
It's a control center. Control center.
Okay. Okay. And another thing, there is no, well, there is an air, right, on this planet, but they cannot breathe. So this maybe there is no oxygen. I don't remember what. Yeah, there is the oxygen mask that all of Earth people are wearing on this planet. So this air is not okay for us. We cannot breathe there. Mm-hmm. Is it toxic atmosphere? I thought it was just. Oh, okay, maybe.
I think it's toxic because I'm not sure, but you can't live on it anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of toxic. Because...
but native people could breathe without any, I don't think it is toxic. So they are all for purity, and the nature is just pristine and beautiful. So probably it's just the chemical.
Yeah. Let's call it different, right? Different oxygen level.
Oxygen, probably, yes.
Yeah. All right.
For instance, okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is that, Gerard?
Okay, that's the place where the avatar are kept, like in an incubation tank. And I don't know who is this guy watching the avatar. Not
one of the scientists.
Yeah.
So there is no much to comment in this speech.
Yeah, pretty well. Simple one. The next one is also for you because no details on previous.
So here we have a workstation, the center of command, the special building where they control everything that is going on in the planet. And we can see a guy playing golf, but I thought it's like mini golf because you cannot raise the ball. You need to drag the ball. We can see all details like this hazard warning tape. That's something that we already have. That's not something new. Overhead lights, maybe LED lights. I don't know, maybe we can see screens, computer screens like transparent. I don't know what more. There's no anything more remarkable here.
More or less, it's like an usual office, right?
Yes, more modern.
Military people over there, and also like the scientists or the miners or who they are, I don't know.
Layla, this picture is for you, especially. It's start of romantic story.
Why for me? Ivan.
Because it's this pretty girl that causes the world, our world, to die.
This is those floating jellyfish that collected around his body. That meant he had a good heart, good soul.
Lee, I will never forget jellyfish breathing. Even if I'm swimming. This is a kind of seeds of the sacred tree. And what I see, if you ask me as a student, not a teacher or not the person who watches the film, because I didn't, I can see a very, very huge, bright tree or something like that.
The purple things are flying creatures also.
Yeah. Our jellyfish, I know. But the thing is that brightness attracts me a lot. And the amazement in her eyes is so interesting because she's really amazed.
Right.
But I love the way he just uses his hands. And I love the brightness around his arm. Okay, Ivan.
Thank you very much.
Scene.
Yeah.
But it is very pure spritz.
This is where her hate changed to awe.
Ava choosing you. Sergey, you have a question, please?
Yes, I have a question for Teacher Lee. Teacher Lee, please explain me how do you make the pictures behind you every time?
Sergey, next time, please, next time. Maybe it's a special secret, you know.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find something with many details.
This is for you,
Like
Ivan.
this.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah.
Blue.
Masans, can you describe this? It's a beautiful nature.
Yeah, this is a place for prayers to be heard, and those long tails are called tendrils.
Tendrils.
Okay, tendrils. And Jason prayed here near
Can
the
we call them tendrils?
past Pandora.
Sorry.
So what is tendrils really? It's
Yeah,
kind of
can we call them tendrils? I saw the tendrils can be we can find in the I don't know, just animals more like tendrils, not
They're
plants.
kind of like little feelers. They have nerves in them. They're very sensitive feelers.
Right.
Here they use them for for telepathy. So their tails actually have little tendrils in them, so they can communicate with the planet.
Right.
Through their tendrils. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to say something. I can see purple everywhere. If I'm wrong, Gerard, correct me.
Yes.
Purple is a spiritual color. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Is that right? Okay.
Okay, so let's finish on that because we'll be actually run of time because story is kind of big. So we have to make 2 classes for such stories. One for pictures, vocabulary, and another one just to state the story. To retell the story.
Ivan, I want to say thank you to everybody and you to Teacher Lee. I don't have to watch any movies. Because he tells the movies in such a way. I felt as if I really watched them.
No, Leila, you should watch it because you will be surprised, because there are no such details as Ivan described them, just he's imagining half of the details in the movie. Just watch the movie.
I remember the 3 categories Lee has emphasized on. And I will never forget that Ivan is asking me every romantic question.
you are what I have to do with that? You are an expert here, about this.
Thanks, Ivan.
This was a very spiritual, emotional planet, Leila. You'd love it.
Okay, I will.
So thank you for coming. Thank you very much for this class, and see you next time. It will be TED Talk, but I don't remember what it's about.
Take care, my friends. Bye.
Bye.
Namaste.
Bye.